Hi, I'm Meredith Campbell, and you may or may not be getting awesome intro music now. Fail. So my computer decided it was no longer going to have an editing program, not even Microsoft Windows Movie Maker. That will not work for me. So I am doing this all in one shot. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks. I'm kind of screwed. I've tried downloading stuff, but none of it will work for me. I'm sorry. Your suggestions probably won't help me either. I am a techie and I can't get it to work, so whatever. We'll just wait for a while. Also, I'm in an unfamiliar room because my whole family is asleep. I always record my videos the night before because I know that technical problems are always going to arise. So my family is sleeping and I cannot film in my room because it's really late at night and I will wake them up. So I am in a neutral area right now. So, hello, change. That's actually a painting of me. A painting of me on the wall. I was cute when I was little. Okay, so Bookworm Wednesday. I would actually like to start with Bookworm Wednesday's Word Wall Word of the Week. I would actually like to start with the Bookworm Wednesday Word Wall Word of last week, Flibbertigibbet. Turns out Flibbertigibbet's not a word. Don't panic. Flibbertigibbet is the spelling of the word, but it is pronounced Flibbertigibbet. So if you've been running around telling all sorts of people that they are Flibbertigibbets, I'm sorry. I misled you. You were wrong. But I'm here to fix that mistake. So it's Flibbertigibbet. The sentence should actually be, that woman is always talking about me behind my back. She is such a Flibbertigibbet. I feel really bad. I'm so glad we got this out in the open and now we can forgive, right? Yeah. So this week's actual Bookworm Wednesday Word Wall Word of the Week is ichthyomorphic. Ichthyomorphic means shaped like a fish. I would like to show you an amazing picture of it here. Painted on my wall. But doubly fail, my computer will not edit, so I cannot show you that right now. I would if I was in my room, but I'm not because everyone's sleeping. This is not my day. So ichthyomorphic means shaped like a fish, and it's just a really awesome word, so you should try using it in a sentence this week. Something like this. Your soul is ichthyomorphic. I have no idea what I meant by that, but I hope that you can take something out of it. In honor of the new president, I wanted to talk about a political book today. I went through my bookshelf and I realized I am not a political person. I knew this ahead of time, but my bookshelf just is evidence because there's really nothing political on my bookshelf. There is one book, though, that I absolutely adore, and it does happen to be a very political book. It is a novel, because that's all I read are novels, but it's made of awesome. All the King's Men by Robert Penn Warren. I initially read this book because I do 100 book lists. I have this list of 100 books and I read one book every week on my personal channel and I review it, and this book was on that list. And I am so glad because it is one of the absolute best books I've ever read in my entire life. All the King's Men is the story of a man named Willie Stark who becomes a politician. He was not a politician to start with, but he becomes a politician, and he starts out as a very, very moral, upstanding man, but it shows how power and politics really, really corrupted him as a man and really corrupted his politics. And it's actually the story of a man who works with Willie Stark, but it's just, it is a fantastic read. I did a full review of this on my personal channel, and I will put a link to that video in the sidebar, and if you're interested, you can go watch that review. I don't do spoilers, and if I do spoilers, I put a big sign saying spoilers, spoilers, so if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about it. I only do critical analysis, no spoilers. So feel free to go watch that review, and if you don't want to go watch my review, please read this book, because it is amazing. Amazing. It's probably in the top 5 books I've ever read in my entire life. And it's political, and that is remarkable to me. So, all the King's Men, 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 all the King's Men. You get the picture? You get it? You get what I want you to do? Because if you don't get it, you probably shouldn't read this book. Alright, well, I wanted to talk to you guys about YouTube and Insider's Guide today, but it turns out that when I talk about it, the footage will end up being over 9 minutes long. So I will save that for next week. Next week I will talk about YouTube and Insider's Guide by Alan Listowka and Michael W. Dean, because that is also a very helpful book. And so I guess I'll leave you with this. Read All the King's Men, use the word ichthyomorphic in a sentence, and answer me this. Who's your favorite author? My favorite author is John Green, and I'm kind of absolutely in love with him. Obsessed, maybe? Stalkerish? I don't know what the proper word would be. No, it's not that bad, I'm just kidding. But I really, really do love John Green's writings, and I hope to talk about him in a future video. But who is your favorite author? Because I would really like to know. Leave comments or video responses or whatever, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Happy new president!